y'all at the coffee shop with it. I honestly already made this video, but when I listened to it, the audio, I don't know if the mic won't work. Honestly, I got the mic from Sheen, so that's probably why the mic won't work. Shit was like $4. But you know, I made the video on my man who won, right? And I said I pretty much is gonna release a course for free. So this is that. So here go your first steps. The type of person I am, all my friends, they probably gonna laugh when they see this. You know, the type of person I am, like, I don't care about editing, I don't care about thumbnails, none of that. Like, I don't care about it. So if video quality look ghetto or whatever, you don't like the aesthetic of the video, I really can't help you. The information is the information. So the first thing we're gonna do is go get a LLC. Now, when it comes to name type, you know, you don't want no Barbie, you know, nothing like that in your name. And the name really don't matter, but when I say industry type, think of like construction, credit repair, things that are high-risk industries. You don't want your name to be a high-risk industry. So if you want to go ahead and do like my business is D-Lo's Contractor LLC. My man Dylan who won, his business is Firm Mission LLC. So think of stuff like that, stuff that's really hard to tell what they do. The second, a lot of people get confused at this, and I'm not really sure why. There's a Naics code that you're going to need to put in when you're filing to make your LLC. I got one, I'm going to put it in the description. It really don't matter what that Naics code is. Now, if you're trying to make a business for something else, then go ahead and file that Naics code for that. But on SAM, they utilize, I ain't cutting this shit out. They utilize Naics codes as well. So don't get confused thinking this Naics code with this LLC is going to come back to the Naics codes that's on SAM, because that's not the case. So once you got that set up, and I'm a you know, probably honestly end up making a separate video on how to go about getting an LLC. But just for time purposes, you would just go to LegalZoom.com and, you know, any additional options that they ask you to get, like, you know, partnering agreements, will they get your EIN for, you just decline all of that. Leads me to my second point, or rather second task. You go ahead and get your EIN. Super easy. Again, I'm gonna drop a video in this description. It's like a 40-second video. All you got to do is go to irs.gov, apply for your EIN, get it, you'll be good. Now this one will be optional. They used to require a DUNS number on sam.gov. They don't anymore for whatever reason. But that one's optional. Again, kind of to placate into the name and the industry and all that kind of shit. Like, the DUNS number really is only good for credit reporting services through business. So don't think of like personal credit, think of like business credit. So that's why I encourage you to get a DUNS number, but for the purpose of being a government contractor, you don't need a business license. Now I'm actually working with a client right now where she lives in Texas, and apparently you don't need a business license to open up a business. Now honestly, I don't know how true that is, or you know, what have you, and I'm not calling her a liar, but I'm not sure about the legalities of that. So I encourage you to go ahead and get a business license, even if you don't need it. Where I'm from, honestly, they don't ask you no questions. You just apply, and then they really just give it to you. So, you know, don't ask me too much on that. You're gonna have to do your own research. Now, the next thing it'll require you to have your documents of LLC. So think of like your articles of organization, all that kind of stuff, your EIN, and a business license. You're gonna go ahead and go get a business banking, checkings, and savings account. You know, really, it don't matter what bank you use. I personally recommend using a smaller credit union just because higher limits, easier to kind of, you know what I'm saying, get in with them and bank with them. But, you know, that's what I recommend. Regardless, you need the check-ins and the savings, business check-ins and savings. The next thing you'll need is a business email. Now, I recommend going to GoDaddy. Again, I'm gonna put all this shit in the description, but I recommend going to GoDaddy. Your email should just be your business name. So my @ is dlocontracting and then .com. So my email is belton1@dlocontracting.com. And then honestly, the last thing you would need, and this one really is optional up until a point, you'll need it eventually, but right now, starting out your first steps, you don't really need to worry about it. Go ahead and get you a logo. Now, somebody called me, my phone. My logo is honestly the logo that's my emblem on my YouTube. It's just D. I honestly got it off Fiverr for like 20 bucks, 25 bucks. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, that's really it. So once you go ahead and get all these together, get all your documentation, everything like that, you'll literally be ready to register on SAM.gov. And so that'll be the next corresponding step. I'm gonna make a whole different video on that. So go ahead, get started on this shit. Yeah, that's it. And so I actually thought of something else that I wanted to say. So I know the video kind of looked chopped up or whatever. I said I wasn't gonna edit it. My fault. Before we even begin this journey necessarily, or you start to involve yourself in this, I want you to be in the mindset. You already got to get your mindset right. You need to be in the mindset that you are the owner, like, of a business, because this ain't just some rant, like some shit thrown together off TikTok. Like, this is some actual shit. This ain't no, you know what I'm saying, little selling t-shirts or making plates and you getting cashed out Venmo. It's not it. It's not it, even in the slightest. So when we're getting subcontractors, right, aka the people who's going to be doing the jobs for us, these are our employees. These are people that we hire, that we contract, and they work for us. So when they're saying, like, well, what time's the job start? You the one that's answering that question. But really, the solicitation is going to have all that information in it. So even though you're the one that's giving them the answers, you still is getting the answers from somebody. But I just wanted to, you know, preface honestly the whole journey by saying, this is y'all company, y'all the boss, so you got to start acting accordingly. Yeah, that's it.